Breaking news out of Washington. President Donald Trump and the Justice Department have reached a settlement on the president's $10 billion lawsuit against the IRS. Mr. Trump's acting Attorney General Todd Blanche announced the president and other plaintiffs in the suit will receive formal apologies, but no monetary payments. The lawsuit claimed that the IRS allowed a government contractor to leak President Trump's tax returns. So let's talk about this one. Live to CBS News Justice reporter Jake Rosen in Washington. So Jake, why the change in course?
Well, we saw a couple of weeks ago read that both parties, the IRS and the Justice Department, moved in this lawsuit to postpone any deadlines for 90 days, as they said they wanted to reach some kind of agreement to stop, quote, prolonged litigation. What that was turns out to be a 1.776, note that reads 1776, for likely America's 250th birthday coming up in a month and a half, settlement with the Department of Justice. In exchange for that, President Trump will not directly get that money. However, it will create essentially a anti-weaponization fund, in the words of the Justice Department, which will be used to potentially pay out allies. Think about people like former General Michael Flynn and a number of other people who have reached settlements with the Department of Justice in recent months, and would allow people to go to this commission and potentially ask a 5-board panel, which is appointed by the Attorney General, in this case one of President Trump's former defense attorneys, Todd Blanche, in an acting capacity, to apply for and potentially get either a formal apology from the Justice Department or financial payouts. Those payouts would stop in December of 2028, right before whoever wins the 2028 election would potentially take over, and any money that's outstanding would go back to the federal government. There are many days in this job, Reed, where we talk about things that are unprecedented. This is certainly one of them. The federal judge who actually oversaw this case briefly while it was in court said that she was concerned that there really was no standing for President Trump to sue because he's suing in a personal capacity against his own government. Clearly a one-of-one case, and had asked other prominent legal figures to join in on whether and opine in the coming days on whether or not she actually could look or even oversee this case, because both parties, Reed, were essentially on the side of the same coin. And it's just quite the moment, and we'll see how the Justice Department applies this in the next number of weeks.
And who applies to be a part of the settlements to come, it sounds like. Jake, thank you so much for reporting live from Washington, D.C.